I'd like to share with you the method I use to attach flying bugs or insects to a paper tole project. It's most effective when the subject has been transferred to a different background and alignment is not necessary for the completed piece. Sometimes it can be successful on an original background, however this depends where it is to be attached because you don't want to see the image behind. The pieces are cut, coloured and ready to shape that I'm going to show you now, and we're using a little bee. So I've cut out a bee here and I have a whole bee with the legs. That's your first piece. Then I have the bee without the legs, and then I have 2 extra wings and a body, and they'll all be layered. So first of all I'm going to shape these. So once they've been shaped, we're now going to take a pin. This is just a pin from your sewing tin. And I'm going to push it through the base bee. This is the one with the legs on it. So you need to have a little block. I've got 2 blocks of foam core, 5mm size there, about 1/2 inch. And we're putting the bee with the pin in the centre like that. Lift it off and the bee will come up halfway up the pin. Now you need to push the bee further up towards the head of the pin, like that. Once you've reached that far, we're going to get a tiny little bit of tacky glue. Pick that up and put that around. It's going to stick the head of the bee to the head of the pin. It doesn't matter if you get a little bit of extra on the top because you're not going to see that. Your next bee will cover it. And I also like to put just a tiny little bit on the bottom as well, like that, and that secures it. You can use silicone, but it's more likely that it will be seen. So then use your pliers to actually put that into the hole there like that. And then if you feel that that's a little bit much, just pat it off like so. So take your tweezers, make sure your wings are bent up a little bit. The bee wants to be flying, like that. And the other important thing is to watch, make sure the bee's straight. If he's going to be crooked like that and then you put the pin in, the pin has to be straight and so the bee will be crooked. So the next one is the silicone. So once your bee's set, you can then transfer this. I've attached a piece of mat board onto a piece of foam core, like that. So while your bee is setting on there like that, you need a spare pin and you need to put the hole into wherever you want. Say I had a flower here, for example, and I want my bee flying over here. Then you need to push your pin down in to make the hole initially. So now you can see where the hole is. Remove that pin. Now again we have a little bit of the tacky glue, like so. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit here. I'm taking my pin out again of this little block. Hold on to that and you need to put it around the bottom of the pin like so. Not too much because it will all bunch up around the top of the hole and you might see it. However, the tacky glue does dry quite clear. So then once you've positioned that and you've got it over the hole, you just simply push the pin down And now's the time to turn it. If you want to turn it any which way to have your bee flying, turn it while your glue's wet. Now I'm going to make a few more holes here so that you can see these, because I have some other little things made. Now I have a butterfly on here, like that. And this time I will cut the bottom off a little bit so that you can see a different height. Just turn it around to the position you want. So there you have it. So you can sit things up nice and high, and you'll find that they're more effective than sitting down with the glob of silicone underneath them.